The late adopter. So now that volatility is back on the menu, we can actually look at the charts and see what's actually happening. And it's not so bad, guys. It's not so bad. It's normal move towards downside. You know, everything is normal move towards downside, but it's not so bad yet. It's not so bad yet. And you're gonna see once I show you what's happening on the charts that, you know, there is really no problem. Yes, the volatility is kicking in. Bitcoin is down like 1% right now towards downside. It lost this 50 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. Still not close. Still 1 hour and 26 minutes left. But you know, there is no problem with Bitcoin right now. There are a couple of nice lines up here on the chart that I can show you, and it's really not you know, so drastic that, you know, but you know, it's good that we get some kind of volatility kicking in, because it's just been so boring lately. You know, 19.3, 19.3, 19.2, 19.3, you know, so the volatility is good for traders. If you're trading, you know, you might be liking this, because you know, it was hitting some kind of resistance up here at 20 MA, right now going a little bit towards the downside. The first thing you're gonna notice on the chart is that we did not break any kind of significant level. We did break an uptrend, and the uptrend goes something like this over here. And you can see that here right now we are breaking this uptrend towards downside. So you know, some kind of move over here towards downside is kind of expected after this uptrend was actually broken. On the 4-hourly, it goes something like this over here. You know, you kind of, you know, slowly broke this. You're holding the support, and right now you're falling a little bit towards downside. But the fact that we are not, you know, dropping down like a bomb down, you know, 5-10% towards downside just tells me that, you know, we are not still below certain very critical levels on the that, you know, Bitcoin will actually drop big time. Now, when you reach these critical support levels and drop below them, you will actually notice, because everything will be dropping big time. But right now it is a small drop. I don't think we are quite there yet, and I'm going to show you right now where I actually you know, think that we can actually stop and bounce off. Now there are a couple of support lines that are very important when you're looking on the daily chart. 18.8 being one, this bottom down here. This also corresponds very nicely with this bottom over here. So 18.7, 18.8, you know, give or take around that area over here. That's a very important support level that we are looking at right now for the bounce. You know, if you bounce over here, this is actually very, you know, I would say it's a very bullish move. I would say it's a very bullish move, because you are not going all the way down here or whatever and then bouncing. You're just bouncing off the first support line, and that's actually a very, very bullish move. So once Bitcoin starts getting to these levels, if it even gets to those levels, because we are right now looking on the daily time frame, because it can just do like this and right back. It can even just wick down, you know, and towards upside, because this daily candle is not closed yet. We still got something like 13 hours and 24 minutes left, so it's not closed yet, so it's no problem whatsoever. But if we do in fact continue going on downside, you know, 18.7, 18.8, that's gonna be a very interesting level to see. And what we are looking for then, once we get to these levels, is how many bulls are actually buying, you know, is support holding. After that, there is another critical level on the downside down here at 18.4, and this other level is, I think, one of the more important levels up here. You can see down here, this 18.4 down here is, you know, it's kind of breaking everything towards the downside. But we've been going, you know, slowly down here. You know, we are getting kind of ready to, you know, crush, you know, crush through this towards downside. So it does look, you know, a little bit bad, but it's not bad just yet. So the point of the video is, it looks bad, but not yet. It looks bad, but not yet. We can also look at a weekly time frame up here. You'll see that we have a little bit extension down here from the 10 moving average, something like this towards downside. You know, we're still pushing this over here on the downside, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You can see down here on the weekly time frame, we do have you know, huge divergence on the chart. Today is Sunday, so this divergence is definitely gonna play out. So the way I see it right now, it just might be, you know, less dump, you know, spring towards downside before we actually bounce, because some kind of movement towards upside up here needs to happen, I think, just to correct this divergence that we are having on RSI. Now this also looks actually very good for a pump to, you know, next week towards the upside. So this move towards downside might actually be very good. Now on the weekly time frame also, you can see that the MACD is still been going towards upside ever since this drop down top up here. Entire move towards downside over here. MACD has actually been climbing towards upside. MACD actually been climbing towards upside. That is telling us, you know, even this move towards downside is losing momentum. So I don't know. I like the charts. I'm not, you know, panicking or anything like that. It is nice move that volatility is kicking back in, because, you know, we've been going kind of sideways for a, you know, long while. So right now it's time to, you know, do something else, do something else. So I definitely look like that these two levels are the most important that I'm following right now on the charts. And it's only after we lose both of these levels that, you know, we're gonna start getting into the fear, and after the fear we go into the panic, and after the panic, you know, that's some kind of bottom. And when you and me sell, that's when the price is gonna turn around. Maybe that's gonna be that way, maybe it's gonna be a little bit other way. I don't know how it's gonna be, but, you know, at least that's what I'm looking at the charts. So how exactly much down is gonna come, I don't know, but you know, there is strong support down here, 18.4, 18.8, give or take. This move to the downside, it looks, you know, on the short time frame a little bit bad, but you know, it is kind of normal move towards the downside. It's kind of normal move towards the downside. We are not dumping 5-10% yet. Quick Sunday update on what's happening. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and join Qcoin, because, you know, where else are you gonna get the gems? Guys, I'll see you around. Bye bye. Oh, not this one, wait, this one.